Hello Earth signs, and welcome back to my channel, the Original Aboriginal Tarot. I'll be doing your energy readings for the week of April 11th through the 17th. If it's your first time tuning in, welcome and thank you. Please hit the like, the share, and subscribe button so that you'll be notified each time I upload a video. I do these energy readings weekly, and they are general energy readings. Remember to check in for your moon and your ascending sign as well. I use oracle cards, tarot cards, as well as I choose a numerology number for you, and I will give you a daily crystal for inspiration. It's from the Daily Crystal Oracle deck, but it's to help with your vibration in your auric field, okay? Angels, ancestors, guides, divine most high, coming to you asking please for messages for our earth signs for the week of April 11th through the 17th, 2021. For Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. This is the Universe Has Your Back Oracle deck, okay? Thank you. Lead of Spirit, angels, ancestors, and guides, most divine high, please come through with a message for our earth signs for the week of April 11th through the 17th, 2021. I'm going to help them on their journey for the week. Please give them some insight and guidance. Thank you. And again, this is the Daily Crystal Inspiration Oracle deck. If you don't use crystals, you should look into it. They do help you as far as deflecting negative energies, but they will also attract and bring positive things to you as well. Angels, ancestors, guides, divine most high, we're asking for a crystal, please, for our earth signs to help them with their energy, their aura, and vibration for the week of April 11th through the 17th, 2021. Thank you. I do work with the Modern Witch Tarot deck. Asking for guidance, please, and insight for the earth signs, please, the collective. Give them some insight and information to help them with their journey for the week of April 11th through the 17th, 2021. Angels, ancestors, guides, divine most high, asking for insight and guidance, please, for the earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Thank you. also work with the Angels and Ancestors Oracle card deck. Ancestors, angels, spirit guides, divine most high, would you please give us encouragement and enlightenment message for our earth signs for the week of April 11th through the 17th, 2021. I'm going to help them on their journey. Give information, guidance. Thank you. And I also work with the Illuminated Tarot deck. This will give you a number and potentially an additional zodiac sign to speak to you, give you some information for the week, okay? Angels, ancestors, guides, divine most high. We are asking for a number, please, for our earth signs for the week of April 11th through the 17th, 2021. Additional number, some insight and guidance, please, for the week. Thank you. Alright, earth signs, your energies are on the table. We'll go ahead and get started with you first, Taurus. Let's see. Universe wants to say to you, when I am in alignment with the love of the universe, peace cannot be disrupted. And that is true. Native Spirit's going to support that with Elder. Elder. Of course, I'll read that for you. Okay, so Elder, the card meaning, speaks to confidence and entering your power, standing strong. You're a leader, stepping into the light. Let your truth be heard and felt by others. Make a stand in life. You carry deep inner wisdom, and you are a teacher and a leader in the deepest sense of the words. You are a beacon for others. Native Spirit wants you to know, in Native cultures, the elders, tribal chiefs, and clan leaders are looked to for advice and leadership. When this card chooses you, it's time to step up into your leadership role. An elder walks the path and stomps the grass down and throws the boulders out of the way so that the path is easier for others. Sometimes you might find yourself alone or tired, but know that what you're doing is making a difference in the lives of many. The greatest leaders are those who know how to serve, supporting others to reach their dreams. Even if you've been in the background in the past, right now it's your turn to step forward and become the light for others. Your journey this week, Taurus, being an elder and a tribal leader means speaking your truth, even if it's hard or even if you're afraid. If there's anyone you need to stand up to, this is the time to do it. Being a leader means supporting others. So if there's anyone you need to support or make amends with, this is the time. And of course, elders, we all look to our elders for guidance. Everyone has or has had grandparents or someone as an older mentor that they go to for guidance and help. And this image that shows this elk or deer with these huge, rack of horns on top. He's a defender. And in the background, in the dusk, there's all these smaller little baby deer or doe, the female deer, waiting on him to lead the way. And this is encouraging you, wherever you are, whether it's at work, whether you're an older sibling or a friend or mentor, to step up and take the lead and speak speak your truth and speak out. If there's something that needs to be said this week, this is a nudge letting you know this is the time to do it. And obviously you're going to be stepping into some sort of leadership role, whether you know it or not, or maybe you see it coming, but this is letting you know you obviously have the wisdom and experience to do it. So don't be afraid and step out into that leadership role. This is nudging you to do that. You're already in alignment with love. You've already been reassured. Your peace is not going to be disturbed and you're going to be fine. So don't worry about it. The universe has already supported you with that card, basically letting you know it's your time. It is your time to step up. The stone you have for the week is aquamarine. Go with the flow is what it says. Go with the flow. Let me read it for you so you know exactly what the stone will do for you. So go with the flow. Stay fluid. If one way of doing things isn't working, find another way and remain open to seeing things from different vantage points and perspectives. If plans change or obstacles arise, chart a new course to get to the other side. You're like water, unstoppable. Keep moving and you will get to where you want to go. Sometimes it just takes a bit of fluidity to get there. No matter how strong the current, remember to go with the flow and enjoy the ride. It doesn't work to fight against the current. You struggle, it takes you longer to get there, but if you go with the flow, you'll arrive wherever it is you need to. Maybe a different route, but you'll get there swift because you're going with the current. Core questions for you this week. What causes you to feel attached to an outcome? And what could result if you were flexible? How can you show up to meet unexpected changes? Again, this leadership thing pops up into my mind about possibly you're not willing to step into a leadership role, or you don't think you have what it takes, but there's change and you're going to be put into this leadership role. You need to go with the flow. It's time for you to step up. Your affirmation for the week, Taurus: I surrender to the ebb and flow of life. And then release your expectations for how situation's supposed to go. Stay fluid and go with the flow. If you're resisting leadership and it's time, then you need to accept that and step into it and get in alignment and go with where the universe is taking you. I'm sensing maybe that there's some leadership opportunity or some role that you're going to be asked to step up into, maybe you don't expect, and you need to be fluid and go with that. And if that is the case, it's a blessing for you. Yeah, it might equal a little bit more work, but it's in alignment with where you are right now. And you need to embrace it and go with it, okay? I'm just sensing that. It just came out. Let's see what Tarot wants to do to support these cards. You have the Five of Pentacles, moving on from something. Moving on from something. You have the Seven of Wands. That's that fire energy. And then you have the Knight of Pentacles. So you have this action in between, moving from one thing to the next. And then you have the Knight of Pentacles. I'll read these for you. So this speaks about, don't be too proud or scared to ask for help. You're struggling and you feel like there's absolutely nothing to do but put your head down and try and suffer through it. But if you look around, you'll see there's warmth and loved ones who are willing to help you out in some sense. Even if it's just a kind shoulder to cry on, they'll help you weather this storm. And because it's Pentacles involved, I think this is speaking to work. If you've recently been put into a position that maybe you didn't prepare for or you're not ready for, there's people willing to help you there. So don't try and battle this or struggle through this on your own. If this was in the recent past in winter, because I see the snow and them, struggling, getting through the snow there, and maybe you fought through it and you were able to get some help, that's moving you forward. You have a 5, you have a 7, and this is leading into the Knight of Pentacles. I'll read the 7 of Wands for you. So the 7 of Wands is speaking to you. Your fiery drive is giving you the strength and willpower to climb to the top of the cliff, only to have others try to knock you back down. You've succeeded and you're feeling strong, but others may be jealous, and they'll try to make you feel like less and sow seeds of doubt in yourself. And don't let them do that to you, Taurus. Never let anybody make you doubt yourself. You deserve to be here, and you need to fight for yourself. Again, if you've moved out, you moved out of something that was a struggle, and you've been fighting to get through it, which it looks like you have here. You're fighting. Don't allow others to knock you down or make you have self-doubt. Get in alignment with love. Know the universe has your back, and keep fighting and move forward. Don't allow others who may be envious because they want to be where you are, but they just don't have it. They don't have what it takes. You do, and this is your time for you to step up, speak up for yourself, fight for yourself to obtain, obviously, where you've been put in a leadership role. I believe that is speaking to your job and you being put in a leadership role. And it could be others that are envious of that. So what? Everyone can't be a leader. You just happen to be. So the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight is solid, dependable, and obviously has a serious work ethic. They have no problem keeping their head down and getting the work done, and they'll do it perfectly. Their attention to detail and their ability to deliver is admirable. If the Knight is you, it's time to toil away and get it done. It's going to take long, hard work, but you'll probably find some enjoyment and satisfaction in the process. Yeah, this is work related, and you've obviously been put into a leadership role that's going to require a lot of work from you. And you may be getting resistance from others around you who don't like that you've been put over them. Maybe you all worked on the same level at one point and now you've been elevated and they haven't. Your work ethic speaks for itself, and this is your reward. This is what you've been given, and this is why you're in that leadership role. I would not allow anyone to deter you at this point, Taurus. You're doing what you need to do for yourself. And you've obviously worked hard to get there. And you stood out, and that's what's put you in this place. That's what's put you in this place with the tall horns on the head, the leadership. You have this fighting energy to keep going, which you should, because you're here with the Pentacles. This is your money. This is you working hard towards getting your money. It's going to be structured and stable. It's hard work, but it's going to last. So you stick with it, Taurus. Don't allow anyone at all to make you doubt yourself or your abilities, because you got it. You got this. Let's see. Ancestors and angels are supporting you with She-Wolf. Unleash the wild within. That's that fighting spirit that you keep pushing and going towards. I'll read it for you. So She-Wolf speaks to let your wild side up and out. Unleash your talents and your desires. The She-Wolf is a powerful shamanic soul who's half wolf and half woman. She is the alpha female who is not afraid to stand out from the crowd, or in this case, the pack. She is wild, unfiltered, and unfettered. She encourages you not to be trapped by the limiting factors of weaker members of the pack, or those who are trying to hunt you down because you have gifts that they don't like or understand. Again, like I was saying, that fighting spirit, that stick with that, Taurus. If you have naysayers or people who are haters, don't even give them a second thought. Don't even look their way. You have what it takes. You've already stood out from the rest. The energy of this card, she represents the energy of the wilderness and the unknown, and encourages you to be free and unchained and go beyond boundaries. Release the animal energy within and track down what you need to do in order for you to express your true self, which you're doing. You're obviously doing that. And with this Knight of Pentacles here, Yeah, there's hard work, but you have what it takes to get it done. Going after it wild-heartedly like this with this she spirit, this wolf. You're being rewilded at this time and guided to reconnect with your rebellious heart, the part of you that likes to break boundaries and go beyond. If you've been holding back on your hopes or dreams, you're being encouraged to chase after them now. Let the wolf energy within you help you track down what direction you want to go in, and don't let any traps or hunters or haters get in your way. Freedom is yours, and so is your growth. The life you want is here. You are where you're supposed to be, Taurus. If you've been promoted and you've stood out and you've gained recognition from those above you, and it's put you in a position above others, like I said, that you were probably on their level and now you've risen, and maybe they hate it or they don't understand it, or why did they pick you, or that's not their concern, and it shouldn't be yours. This is your path and where you're at. Use this unleash the wild within she wolf spirit and keep going, keep pushing. You've already done the work, you've been observed, you've been seen, and you've been given the green light to continue on. And you're working towards something stable, and this is your money. And I don't know about you, but I don't let anybody keep me from making my money, right? So if you have the opportunity to move on from the wolf pack, that was probably in the winter, and you've been fighting, and now you have this promotion and this increase, this pentacle that you've worked hard, and there's more, of course, coming. You're working your way up. Don't allow anything to stop you, okay? Not in your mind, your own self-doubt, and definitely not from haters or people who are nowhere near your level. You have the 5, the 7, and this is the King of Hearts. The King of Hearts is telling you sensitivity and creativity channeled into professional success. This is you. You have what it takes on a professional level to be successful. He has 2 cups that are full, that he's also surrounded by a lot of these fish. There's like all these fish in this image around him. It's like bounty that he has because he's worked for it. And that's where I see you heading. You're heading to this bountiful place. Yes, there's still some hard work involved, but that's okay, Taurus. You've got what it takes to do it. You're not worried about that. This is a good energy week for you, speaking to your money and your professional, your work ethic. Just keep it up. You've already been recognized, and you just need to keep going forward. No worries. All of these are going in the same direction, so you are definitely going in the right direction. This card shows you're moving on, shows you moving on, putting down the work in that direction. This horse is facing that direction with the pentacles. She's howling in that direction. So everything is speaking to you going the right way. You're going with the flow. You're doing what you need to do. Don't look back, Taurus. Okay? This is good energy for you this week. Just stay in alignment with love. The universe your peace isn't going to be disrupted. Just go with the flow that you're going, the direction you're going in, and stay in alignment. And don't let anybody disrupt your peace or make you doubt. And you'll be fine. I hope this helps you this week, Taurus. Thank you for tuning in. Please check back next week. Hit the like, the subscribe bell, and you'll be fine. Be well. Thank you. Virgo, let's see what the universe wants to say to you this week. Energy flows with where my intention goes. Energy flows where my intention goes. And native spirit speaks to you with thunder drum. Thunder drum. Okay, so thunder drum, stand up and be counted. Be assertive and don't be shy about sharing your gifts and letting the world know about your value. Declare with authority, this is who I am and this is what I stand for. Make a stand for others less fortunate and take risks. Walk in rhythm to the beat of your own drum. This is not the time to step back or step aside. Native Spirit wants you to know throughout the world, indigenous people have called upon spirits through drumming. Drumming was used to activate one's fighting spirit before battle, as well as for joyous celebrations and sacred ceremonies. It was also used for healing rituals. In every case, the drum beat was used to open spiritual realms. A thunder drum calls the thunder beings from the sky, and they arrive with passion and incredible vitality. And drawing this card means that it is time to step into your passion. Make a stand in your life for what truly matters to you. Your journey this week, Virgo, a powerful way to activate your life force is to drum on your chest lightly with a closed fist. It's especially powerful if you do a 2-beat similar to the sound of a beating heart, which is the most primordial sound for humans. Sorry about that. This rhythm is grounding and activates your strength. So a 2-beat drum, heartbeat, we know what that sounds like, boom, 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 boom. So it's saying, make a fist and do that to connect with the thunder drum. And obviously it's a time for you to step out and activate a fighting spirit within you. Energy flows where my intention goes. So this is saying there's something that you need to declare with authority about who you are and what you stand for, or maybe stand up for others. And the thunder drum has come through Native Spirit to speak to that in you, to walk in the rhythm and the beat of your drum, your life, right? This is encouraging you to do that this week. For your crystal, you have lepidolite. Recall your dreams. Recall your dreams, which is extremely important. Dreams speak to me quite often, and it was one of the first things I noticed and learned about my own intuition and how spirit spoke to me. And from a very young age, I was interpreting dreams and really seeing life, because dreams would speak to me and would make me notice things in waking life. And I realized then the connection and that what I had with spirit and how spirit was speaking to me. Lepidolite is a stone that will help you with that, but I will read to you, what they're saying about recalling your dreams, because spirit may be very well speaking to you through your dreams. So you need to pay attention to that. So lepidolite says, discover a new dimension of yourself by tapping into the power of the invisible dream world. There is so much information accessible to you within the symbols and the storylines of your dreams. They offer a deeper method of understanding and a self-reflection, a way to expand beyond the physical realm and learn from your subconscious mind. Start by asking yourself a question before you go to bed and see if you can work out the answer in your dreams. When you awake, write down all the details you can recall. Making this a regular practice will allow you to access the subconscious information about yourself. Core questions for you this week, Virgo. What was my last vivid dream? And what happened after a dream that felt like it had a message? What messages can I uncover from my dream state? And you do need to pay attention to that. I have a dream journal. I write dreams down. I basically type them in my phone as soon as I wake up now, because I reflect back to them and they speak to me daily, weekly. There's so many messages once you start looking into dreams. There's dream dictionaries or apps. There's dream symbols that you can look up if there's something specifically you remember. They are indeed messages that are coming through from another dimension to you. And if you take the time to look into it, they reveal themselves more and more to a point where awake, dreaming and being awake, it's pretty much almost the same thing, because you have tapped into something, right? So what is the little nursery rhyme about row, row, row your boat, life is but a dream? Very, very true. You have to tap into that energy, though, in order for you to start to receive those messages. Your affirmation for the week: I am enlightened by messages from my dream self. And the next time you wake up, recall your dream in a journal as soon as you can. I can't even tell you how much that has helped my life and awakened me to things that I probably would never have seen had I not paid attention to my dreams. And I'm just so glad I did it at such a young age, to where it made me continue on that quest throughout my life, that has brought me to the place where I am now. And I still recall and pay attention to my dreams every night, every day. And it is true. Ask yourself a question at night before you go to sleep. And if it's not revealed in your dream, a lot of times after you wake up, it'll come to you. You'll get this answer all of a sudden, whether you're brushing your teeth, you're in the shower, or right when you wake up. But soon after, the more you practice it, it happens for you. You'll start getting those answers. So just know, lepidolite is a stone that will help you recall your dreams, if that's something you want to really focus on. Especially at this time, if maybe you are looking into learning more about maybe your life purpose or where you're headed in life. It's only going to help. I encourage you to do that. Let's see what Tarot wants to say. So Tarot's going to support that with the Magician. The Magician, the High Priestess, my goodness, 2 major arcana already, Virgo. You're going through something, as well as the Death. All 3 of your cards, major arcana here. You're going through something, a huge transition this week. Huge energy flows where your intention goes. Thunder drum, getting in contact with who you are, your heartbeat. And then you have lepidolite telling you, recall your dreams, pay attention. Why? You have all this major arcana energy coming in for you. Let me read for you so you know specifically how this is applying to your life. So far, with the Magician, you have the number 1. With the High Priestess, you have the number 2. And with the Death card, you have, what is this, 10, 13, and 3 and 1 equals 4. So 1, 2, and 4 are your numbers so far this week, but I will read for you each one. So the Magician card, she comes right after the Fool at the very beginning of the journey. And it says, it's time to make some magic, to turn dreams into reality. Here we are with this dream energy again, right off the top. The Magician knows what she wants and knows what she'll need to make it happen. Standing confidently and boldly, brandishing a wand towards the sky, the Magician channels magic and inspiration into herself and transforms it into creative energy. Laid out before her and is all she needs on a crystalline pedestal. The sword, her smarts and wit, prepares her for the task ahead. Her cup is full of and emotionally connects the Magician to her goal. The Pentacle is the life experience that's taught her how the world works. And the other wand drives her forward into action. Bring those lofty dreams down to earth and make them real. You know what you want, and you have the magic within you to make it happen. Believe in yourself. You know that you're ready to start creating. Let that inspiration flow through you and use all your tools to make some stuff. So obviously you have whatever it is that you need, Virgo. If you haven't been paying attention, you already have everything. Pay attention to your dreams and tap into this. This is wonderful. Great energy for you this week already, just starting off with the first card. High Priestess, which actually is the very next card behind the Magician, the High Priestess. There are deep secrets and many mysteries in life. The high priestess knows the path toward them. She sits on her throne with her laptop full of secret knowledge and wisdom, pensive but inviting. Behind her, a veil of pomegranate suggests the desire for answers is there, but we may not be ready to lift this veil of mysteries. The moon at her feet seeks to awaken our unconscious and open us up to hidden things and the strangest parts of existing. Tapping into your dreams, your unconscious. You need to make sure you are paying attention to your dreams this week, Virgo. Be still. Sometimes the greatest power comes in knowing that you do not know anything. You've come up against the truth that more self-knowledge is needed, and it's time to reflect in order for you to grow. Explore your subconscious through meditation, through tarot itself, which you're already doing, and through study. It's not time to make big decisions right now. So you're still learning, and you're coming into this awakening, this awareness. And like I said, you're progressing in order here with it. You have the 1, you have the 2, and it's moving you towards death, or the ending and the realization of something, right? Coming to the end of yourself. And a lot of us do that. We have to come to the end of ourselves before we are enlightened and we realize who we really are, or our true purpose. And I really believe this is what's happening for you this week, Virgo. You're going through this major transformation in your life with each one of these. And they're in progressive order, which is wonderful, that you're not bouncing all over the place, but it's like you're following the breadcrumbs and they're leading you down this path where you start realizing things, right? You're seeing something very clearly for the first time. The Death card. Death comes for all of us. And she comes on a pale horse, dressed in black leather, a skull bandana hinting at our inevitable end. Death is light and dark, truly and deeply a part of life. The queen tries to fight it and fails, and the old woman is wise and is ready to greet it without fear. The young woman can't even bear to think about it at all and turns away, pretending it's not there. The little girl is bright-eyed and innocent, and she doesn't even understand why she would be afraid, for death is eternal. It's inescapable and necessary. You don't have to let death control your life. Death is the moment of letting go. Maybe there's a memory that haunts you, or a thing you desperately want to believe about yourself and will into existence. So if you can let it die, you will finally be able to change into someone better and new. A rebirth can follow tough changes. And that's what I was saying about coming to the end of yourself. You're coming into some knowledge and some realization about who you really are. And at the very beginning of it, you have everything you need. You have everything that you need. You just have to study and come to that realization and come to the end of what you think it is or what you believe it is, and realize you have to let it go, let it die, and then you're going to come into who you really are. Who you really are, Virgo. You're doing this wonderful, beautiful transformation this week. Very nice. I love that you're coming into that. This is so nice when we start to become our authentic selves and who we truly are. Great energy for you. The Sage, be devoted and committed, is your message from angels and ancestors. And I'll read for you what the Sage is, okay? So the Sage speaks to be willing to go the whole road and back again. This will allow you to be the best you can possibly be. The Sage represents the wise one within us. When this card arises, it shows that you are preparing to become a great and insightful teacher to your peers. It guides you to take notes, as the wandering yogi is on this card, because your knowledge and life experiences can impart incredible insights to those with whom you come into contact. This card is also about observation and becoming more aware of who you are and all of your inner workings, because that awareness can bring more clarity to your decisions. Speaking to your realization, you're coming into this knowing who you really are, and you're taking notes of your life experiences and how far you've come and what you're coming into, the realization you're coming into right now. Devotion is a powerful energy. Right now, angels and ancestors want to acknowledge how committed you are to your growth. Your continued dedication to the aspect of your life has been recognized, or to this aspect of your life has been recognized, and your understanding that you are not only a body but also a soul is all you need to continue growing and expanding. The energy of oneness is offering itself to you now, and it is important you take some time to integrate it all so that you can be supported and guided by it. This is what the divine wants for you. Make a note of experiences or teachers making themselves known to you at this time, because you are going to share those teachings one day too. Like I said, I'm excited for you, Virgo, because you're coming into this awareness that we're all here on this planet, on this journey to do. And this week, you're coming into this. And this is just like a rebirth or an awakening of your spirit man, right? We are all here, our spirits having a human experience. And this flesh that we're in is our spacesuit or our avatar for this dimension. And what you're doing this week is realizing spiritually who you really are. And this is awesome that you're doing this step by step by step. So pay attention to the spirit realm, pay attention to your dreams, pay attention to the things that are helping to awaken and enlighten you even more, because you're going to be able to utilize those to help others when you're a teacher, or when it's your time to help to bring others along the journey that you've already traveled. Okay, the sage is encouraging that for you. Such a wonderful energy, wonderful week. You have the 3 of fire, the 3 of clubs here as an additional number for you this week. And the 3 of clubs is just an additional, actually it's the only number that, let's see, you have the 1, the 2, here's the 4, and the 3, right? So you have 1, 2, 3, and 4 in your spread. And the 3 of clubs is efforts rewarded, success in business. So this is speaking to your efforts and everything you've been doing, and a success for you in business if it's something work related. But I really pick up on a spiritual awareness and awakening for you that is just absolutely wonderful that's happening for you this week. So happy for you, Virgo. I hope that these energies that have come through have aligned with you in some way and help you to realize you're on the right path, you're headed in the right direction. I hope this is speaking to you, and that you continue on this journey of learning and your spirit and navigating yourself through this dimension with that. This is absolutely wonderful. Please remember to tune in again next week. Hit the like and share this if this speaks to you. Share this with other people, as well as hit the bell so you can subscribe to the channel, be notified every time I upload. I do these energy readings for you guys weekly. And just be encouraged, Virgo, that you are on the right path. Wonderful energy for you this week. See you again next week. Thank you so much. Be well. Okay, Capricorn, let's see what the universe wants to say to you. I always trust the direction of the universe and know I'm being guided. Yeah, trust in wherever the universe takes you. It's definitely not going to send you in the wrong direction. And Native Spirit is speaking to you this week with offerings. Offerings. Let me read that one for you. And offerings. The meaning of this card is, the universe is grateful for you. You are a gift to the world. Feel gratitude for everything in your life, even the things that don't seem perfect. Appreciation for everything flows through you and in great bounty. Cherish the preciousness of life and everyone and everything around you, and thus you will be cherished. So of course, we all give offerings, and we're all encouraged to be grateful and thankful for every experience really that we have in this life. Your native spirit wants you to know that every native culture throughout history has made offerings, often on a daily basis. Offerings are made to the sun, the earth, the plants and animals, and to everything in creation. The offerings varied culture to culture, but they were always made with a feeling of extreme appreciation for the bounty of life. Gratitude was the secret to a joy-filled life. True thankfulness can work like modern-day alchemy in your life, yielding happiness and peace beyond imagination. And it's simple. Find what's good and wonderful in every moment, no matter what's happening around you. There's always something to be grateful for. Whatever you appreciate in life will grow. So discover what you're thankful for, even the people and the situations that you found challenging, and watch the miracles unfold. You do have to be thankful. I know it's hard to be thankful for obstacles or challenges, but know in those moments you're learning something, you're growing from that, you're getting stronger, you're gaining wisdom, and those are even moments to be thankful for and grateful for. Your journey this week, as a suggestion, make an offering to whatever nurtures your soul. If you're nurtured by a particular place in nature, for example, you might consider leaving some fruit at the base of a tree for the animals in that area to give thanks for the beauty that is there. And that's nice. That's something to do. I mean, people don't realize they throw, nuts at the squirrels in the park, or bread for the ducks and the pigeons and, birds and things like that. But you're actually giving an offering and being thankful for that environment and that place that you go and sit and gather a moment of peace to think about life and meditate and process what's going on in your day to day. So this is just an encouragement from Native Spirit to you to remember to give offerings, to show gratitude and be thankful for what you have and where you are. Your stone for the week, or crystal for the week, is clear quartz. Get crystal clear. And this helps you get clear on your thoughts. Quartz is also an amplifying stone. If you have clear quartz, it amplifies the energy around you, or the energy that you currently have. It's like putting a magnifying glass over something, right? So clear quartz, and I'll read for you exactly what this is, but it speaks to you getting crystal clear in your thoughts and clear on gratitude. What are you thankful for? Clear quartz. Make space in your head for clear thoughts that might lead to greater insight into your life. Everyday worries and stress can blind you to the big picture. Well, that's true. So when you're feeling confused, make sure you don't lose sight of the forest before the trees. The clarity that comes from mindfulness allows you to view your life from a higher perspective. Keep focused on your goals and intentions as you continue to work towards becoming your best self. And it's like spiritual 2020 vision. You can see clearly where you are going and how you're going to get there. This is encouraging to clear your mind and get clear on your goals and your thoughts and what it is you're working towards, and stay focused and continue to move forward in that direction. Have you been feeling lost or confused? And do you know what you want? What does being clear look or feel like to you? So these are questions you need to be asking yourself this week, Capricorn. What is it you really want out of life? And get clear thoughts on that so that you can focus in on it, to know what it is you want. Your affirmation, I am crystal clear. And then sit and meditate for a few minutes to clear your head and your space. Yeah, you need to clear your mind and really stay focused and get crystal clear on what it is you want out of life, and what it is and where it is you're being guided, right? The initial first card that came from the universe was to always trust the direction of the universe and know that you're being guided. And get crystal clear on what it is you want. Meditate and speak with your inner self, your higher self, I should say, and the creator, the universe, divine source, and let your thoughts, your intentions be crystal clear so that you can continue to be guided where it is you want to go. So this is encouraging you. This clear quartz came up to encourage you to clear your mind and your thoughts and get focused and make a clear decision on what it is you really want in life. Tarot to support you with the Ten of Cups, ultimate fulfillment and happiness here on all levels. And of course you have to be crystal clear to get to this place. This is a wonderful card here. Five of Swords, it's just a cutting energy, it's air. And then you also have the Ace of Cups. So another promise here of fulfillment. And it could be, I see it as this 5, the Ace, and then the 10. Just simply because this is a fighting energy and you need to get in your mind. Swords represent our thoughts, right? And you've already been moved to make a decision to be crystal clear on what you're thinking and what you want. So if you get crystal clear on it, you have this promise, this Ace of Cups coming at you of fulfillment and total fulfillment once you get crystal clear on your thoughts here and move in this direction. With that Ten of Cups at the end there, it's just complete and total happiness and fulfillment on all levels, you know, from family to friends to your money, your home environment. Everything is encompassed in this card. It's just beautiful energy. But I will start out with you with this Five of Swords. So the Five of Swords, you're definitely feeling strong, maybe a little angry or a little fed up with a situation, and you're prepared to throw punches. If you choose to go this route, you'll definitely win, but there'll probably be unforeseen consequences. You're so focused on this situation, you're not thinking about your future or about the future. So stop and consider the situation for a second before you do something you'll regret. Again, this is speaking to you getting crystal clear on something. Maybe there's a decision you need to make that's coming up in a relationship, on a job, if you're in school or a friendship. I'm not really sure what scenario you're in this moment, but this is something that you may be upset, angry about, and willing to fight over or fight about. And you could win easily. Obviously you could win easily, but at what cost? Some consequence, some unforeseen thing that you may not see right now. And you need to focus on your outcome and what you want for your future. So you have to stop right now, take a second and consider what you might say or how you might react or what harsh or swift decision you might make. Why? Because you could potentially do something you'll regret later. That could actually affect your wonderful promise here of your Ace of Cups and your Ten of Cups, and you don't want to do that, right? You want to be smart about how you handle this situation. I always say swords are a cutting energy and they cut deep. This isn't a paper cut. If you choose to go that route, yes, you could win by your words or your actions, but now you've potentially destroyed or severed yourself from a wonderful, beautiful future outcome just simply because you need to take a moment to think about things. I'll read the Ace of Cups for you. So the Ace of Cups. Something beautiful and full of love has just begun, and your cup is so full it spills out into a pool below. You'll feel yourself filled with radiant positivity, happiness, and joy. Be receptive. You've been blessed with life-giving love, so welcome all your new endeavors. So this is new cup of promise and love and fulfillment and joy for you here, that either you're currently in or you're headed towards. Maybe this is, of course, after you make this decision, or it could be something that is coming up that you make the decision on to keep this. You don't want to lose this, right? After you have your Ace of Cups, you head into your Ten of Cups. And the Ten of Cups, like I said, is just, it's a beautiful day and a rainbow shines brightly in a clear blue sky and all is full of joy. You've been through some trials and tribulations, but your home life is perfectly at peace and in balance. Stop and smell the roses and appreciate your loved ones around you. And just enjoy these beautiful moments. So, you're in this beautiful place here with this Ten of Cups. And I understand that came out first. It was the Ten of Cups where you were, and you're in this place. And now there's some sort of a decision or something that's come up. And it's like he's looking back at his Ten of Cups and he knows that he's got to make a decision to keep that if that's what he wants. You have to be careful how you do that. Why? Because yes, there's this Ten of Cups. You have to make a decision. You still have another promise of an Ace of Cups. It's still filled with joy and happiness. But again, take what resonates with you and how it applies to your situation. Be mindful of how you handle this choice and what it is that you do. And in your mind, what is it you're thinking and deciding in this moment. But you have all this beautiful promise of joy and fulfillment and happiness around you on both sides of your decision. And it's up to you to choose. Get crystal clear in your thoughts so that you can choose and keep your happiness and your abundance, your joy. You have the Shaolin Master as your Angels and Ancestor Oracle card. Be graceful in movement and action. Again, choices and what is it you're going to do. Graceful in your movement and your actions. And I'll read for you what the Shaolin Master card says, okay? So the Shaolin Master is speaking to you, be graceful in movement and action by saying, slow and steady, breathe and flow. Take a gentler approach. The Shaolin Master calls forth the ninja within us. Shaolin medicine is all about learning to adapt to a situation and to tap into the energy running through your body and preserve it in order to release it at the right moment. It also teaches subtlety, because when you're too forceful, you use too much energy, and that may not be supportive of what you're working on. Again, this is that Five of Swords that I was just speaking of. The Shaolin Master, like a monk, has respect for all things. He is disciplined and guided by his art and will never use it to impress the foolish or to appear stronger than someone who is threatening him. You too are being invited to remain graceful in your movement, your choices, and your actions. You're being guided to flow like water and blow like air and connect with your purest intentions. Don't feel you need to rush ahead. A gentler approach will be more fruitful and rewarding. Move with subtlety and grace. Reach high, but also ask yourself how you can move with the flow of life rather than pushing against it. Do you have the capacity to refocus your gaze at this time? Can you slow down or take more time to soften and breathe as you move forward? All of this will be incredibly beneficial for what happens next, whatever happens next. This is also encouraging you to slow down, take a breath, get focused, get clear thoughts on what it is that you have to make a decision on. Maybe you're rushing into something, or you shouldn't be rushing into something. This is the moment of pause that you need to really think and reflect and make a decision, or not reflect, but think ahead about your future and what it is you really want. There's a promise for you. You've had this beautiful home life of peace and joy and happiness and abundance and love. There's a decision that you need to make, and you need to be very cautious and get crystal clear on how you make your choice and how you handle it, because you have this other beautiful overflowing promise, this cup of just joy and abundance for you. But again, you have to be graceful in your movement and your actions and what it is you decide and how you decide to move forward and do that. Additional number for you is the 9 of Hearts, which is also the 9 of Cups. It's cups overflowing, more cups overflowing. Here you have the 10 of Cups, here's the 9, and you also have the Ace. So you have all this beautiful, beautiful promise of just overflowing joy and happiness in your life. The 9 of Hearts, I will tell you the 3 words that associate with the 9 of Hearts that I have here. Look into being careful about selfishness and excess. Selfishness and excess is what this is talking about. Are your motives selfish when you're making a decision? Think about that. You know, you had this offering card at the very beginning. Do you have so much that you need to be thankful and grateful and show your appreciation by giving an offering? There's something there that you need to be paying attention to. Be mindful of not being selfish, okay? But overall, the energy for this week is speaking to you about getting clear on your thoughts, your focus, and what it is you really want in life and what you're headed towards. What are you deciding? You have all these beautiful cups overflowing of abundance and prosperity. And trust the direction the universe is taking you in and guiding you in order for you to have the outcome that you really want. It's there for you, Capricorn. You just have to choose wisely. But that promise is there for you. It's all around you in all of these cards here. Be graceful in movement and action. Watch your words. Watch your temperament. Think about what it is you really want in life before you rush into something and maybe make a bad choice, okay? Choose wisely this week, Capricorn. I hope this helps. Remember, of course, to tune in next week. Please click the share, the like, and the subscribe button with the little bell so you can be notified the next time I upload. And of course, if any of this has helped you in any way, please share this with your friends, co-workers, family members. That would help me to be seen and get more recognition and continue to grow my channel. I appreciate you for tuning in. Thank you and be well.